Good afternoon, but it's really still the morning because it's only 11:30 on a Saturday. Sean Hicks coming at you. Midday money, winning free picks. College football Saturday. We started up a little early because we got games in 33 minutes, and we're going to roll out the free pick show a little early. You should have these games. We talked about them yesterday. Underneath, you know what? Let me switch the banner up underneath because I'll put the Tuesday teaser underneath there. And we also got a new guy coming in called the Round Robin Route, all plus money, throwing a little crazy parlay. So that being said, we have yesterday we dropped the video football pick. So now we're only 30-17, which is a little, I think about 63%. Sorry, we're only 63% winners on 47 picks with our college football here. Baseball, I said a bunch of baseball yesterday, 5-4 in the baseball. Winning day, though, because you're taking a plus 150s with the Mets, plus $3 with Baltimore, run line Seattle, Dodgers run line winner. White Sox, we had a run line and a money line play. I got 130 early, but also run line 105. Tampa was a dog under there. Nats, dog, loser. And Miami, I was looking for that plus 165 on the run line, but didn't make a difference. We'll battle back. I did have Maryland yesterday. Man, and I hate Loxley. I said this before. The guy's like 9-35 or whatever he is as a head coach. But that line just looked too low for me. I couldn't go for the easy cheese there with Iowa. Defense is always good. Iowa should have known better. Turnover Leo. How do they say his name? Turnover Yola, Tagliola. Man. Anyway, let's get to the show. We got comments. Tyreek is here. Let's get it. You know it, fella. Stimmy. Easy money in Iowa. I say never in doubt. It was. Well, I was like, wow, all right, Maryland jumped that 7-0 lead. I'm like, you know what? I knew that line was too easy. If you're going to bet Iowa, and then the wheels fell off. Or in our case, he turned it to his brother and starts throwing interceptions all over the place. Big X, welcome. Pine Bluff Llama's in the house. Appreciate you coming in. Of course you hit the like button, Richie. Of course you did. Thank you very much for that. Our contest winner from last week, Richie P. And this week, Richie P., I don't know. You're 1-1. You got some work to do. We have 6 people. 6 out of 30 have gone 2-0. Like in any blah, 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 blah. Like in any MLB today. Yeah, I threw up a bunch of MLB. We're same thing, is it? We got Tampa. We got the under. Baltimore. San Fran run line. Red Sox run line today. I didn't go. I had the Nats yesterday. I'm going to go Sox today just because they're going to hit Gray. And who else? I got Seattle run line. Stayed away from Brewers and the Dodgers. Now, I want to take the Dodgers here, right? Normally laying 130, and you're facing like a Cy Young guy in Burns. Urias's having a nice year. Maybe you want to grab the under 7.5 here. My thinking of this is Burns going to come out here and throw 7 or 8 innings, right? Is he throwing out the whole? They're going to keep him in there. I just don't know. Dodgers again. Must win for LA, much like it is for San Fran. Does Milwaukee want to really come in and give it to them to knock a team out? I don't know. For me, a stay away. You want the under 7.5 minus 125? Go for it. Catch it up. Anything's possible, Rich, right? I mean, listen. All somebody needs is a loss, and half of the 2-0 crew is going to lose today on the Florida Kentucky game. So there's that. Everybody's alive. I knew going in I would never have just a one-person win in the first week. I figured it would be at least a 2-week thing with some people. And like in your guys' case last week, we could have went on to this week too because you guys all picked the same game. So we had to throw some tiebreakers in there. And it literally came down to a late scoring. Badgers and Toledo. I know about that Wisconsin too. I mean, not that I love Harbaugh in Michigan, but I don't know. We're gonna let me throw in the round robin route. So new edition. I got this from a friend of mine. In fact, it was Plus Money Honey texted me. I'm going to call it the round robin route. Louisville, Ole Miss, Boston College, and Western Kentucky. The round robin route. Please tell me how the shop's like Florida State. I can't get close to that garbage can. It smells so bad. I get it is a stinky garbage can. It's not even it's not stinking. I think it's just on fire. Um, Florida State under Norville now. What have they lost? I said this the other day in the show. I think they've lost 8 or 9 or 8 to 10 or something with him. He's not done well. He's not done well. I'm going to try to get all these little lines scrolling all over the place. We got the teaser Tuesday, Arkansas, Syracuse, Mississippi. Big plus points there. I think that Florida State's got some problems. I mean, do I get worried where everybody's on one side with us? This is – and I saw someone I follow posted something like, I got to watch Public Dogs and this and that. Now, I've said this before. Going back 20 years, the public dog was just when people talk in your workplace, right? People who didn't have local bookies and stuff like that, but they're like, oh, look at this. You got to love this game. And, you had your kind of square public dogs. Now you have people on TV, multiple channels, multiple, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, wherever the case may be, coming out talking and saying why you kind of like the ugly dogs, right? And people like me come out like why we kind of like dogs. And so I have to start readjusting to my thinking. Like I can't play that one because the whole world's on it now. Yeah, the whole world's on now because it's legal sports betting in half of the states here in America, So that's for me personally. That's just a little tidbit of my own I'm going to throw out there for you. I got to, some like the Maryland game yesterday. I'm not a big fan of their head coach, but the line was just like, why am I have to take Maryland here. But it was a wrong side. It lost. What am I going to do? But the Florida State play is anti. It's just everyone talking about Florida State's bad. Let's take Syracuse. Those guys are going to come in and say this is a line where Florida State should be a 10-point fave. They're a better team. They still recruit better. That's what it's about. I mean, let's talk. We'll throw Cincinnati and Notre Dame up there. Cincinnati's a good program. In fact, the guy who's running Notre Dame, helped build that Cincy program. And everybody's going to be on Cincy, right? Trendy little under, but Cincy, look at us, favorite on the road, Notre Dame. I still think Notre Dame kind of recruits a better player. But it's close. Like, this is one of those games, like the Florida State-Syracuse game. There's still a big gap in talent. Notre Dame, Cincinnati, I don't think it's as big. I don't think it's as big talent-wise. Cincinnati, it's just one of those games. Like, people are going to be on the opposite. And, like, you think, why do these guys like it? Well, I don't know. I don't, we have terms. We're sharp, originators, this and that. I don't consider myself some kind of line originator guy. I like a game. I'm going to bet it early. If it wins, great. If it loses, what am I going to do? But those guys know what they're doing. They like Florida State. I can't get behind Florida State. I can't. Georgia, Arkansas under 49.5. That line keeps coming down. It tells me I think Georgia should win that game. I think they'll cover. I did a show with Allie last night in Earl Sports called Picking a Lock, which is basically not like lock in the sense of like it's a lock. It's more of everyone thinks one side's going to win, and we kind of go opposite of that, And I went Georgia because I think everybody's going to see Arkansas is like, oh, this is a great team. They beat A&M and Texas. Well, Texas, they've looked good the last 2 weeks. Okay. A&M has not looked good at all. And that's an A&M team I thought would beat Alabama. And they got some serious quarterback problems. Arkansas is going to have to come out here and run the ball for 350 yards. I don't think that's happening. I think Georgia wins this. It's not going to be a rout. Do I think they win by 20? I think they win by 20. Would I be shocked at 34-10 in this game? Not at all. Arkansas led this game last year they played. Arkansas had the lead at the halftime. Final score was 37-10. And Arkansas led at the half. I'll let you figure out what the score was. 14 parlay yesterday. Iowa, BYU, Dartmouth, Houston. Dartmouth. Anton Rice coming in. Good morning. Money under Florida State, Syracuse 51. Syracuse, we've seen them the last couple weeks. Forget about that Albany game where they dropped a huge amount of points. Under, I would get behind with Cincy. Notre Dame over, I can go with that over. Cincy, when they play better teams, we've seen it against, like even play Central Florida, they get up in that and they start scoring. They could dominate weaker teams with their defense, but talented teams have problems. With the over the 50 will go. Georgia Tech, I kind of like the Ramblin' Wreck. Temple, I tried with Temple once before. I'm not going back to Temple. Washington State plus Cal. Marshall. I guess you got to take away State, right? I mean, Cal. I like Cal winner in a dog roll. Cal is a dog or something I want to get on. Not really when they're laying, but that 7.5. You know how I feel about that 7.5, Richie. I don't like. I like to be on the other side of that. I like the latest 7.5 because I'm a sicko. Marshall mid-10 over. Yeah, that should get there. And Marshall could score. Baseball. I threw out a bunch of baseball because one, Chris, I'm going to try to find my. We've talked about the baseball season, and I'm going to pull up my baseball record right now, and I'm having a little losing baseball season. And I'm not ashamed to admit that because you guys been coming in and gals since March Madness. Then I talked about, we saw my March Madness picks. We know we kind of like dogs. And baseball, we've been doing dogs all year. So I came out with a lot this weekend. Like yesterday I had 10. I came in all dogs, a lot of dogs, some run lines. I am 9 games under 500 for the year. 9 games, 668 wins, 675 losses. All right. And that's basically playing dogs and plus money lines. And excuse me, you know what? That was wrong. That was not my baseball record. That was just since April 1st. Here's the baseball. Oh, 9 games under, 496 and 505. Okay, that makes a little better sense. So 1,000 baseball games, I'm basically 500. Because I was looking at the numbers. Wait a second, there was a football score in there. So do I have a lot of games today? Yeah. Last 2 days, a lot of games. And I'm not going to start betting fade. Seattle today. Now, I like flexing. I took them run line. I can't lay 170. I'm not going to lay 170. How many times through the year are these 1,000 games if I took a money line instead of run line with a 1? Just say out of 100, maybe half of them. So it'll change things around a little bit. But then if you're going to do that, then I'm going to think, well, anytime I've taken a run line, I'd have to take a money line. And how many run lines just flat out lost? I had the Mariners run line last night, 124 plus money. Well, they were a big favorite yesterday. So, I'm going to stick to my ways. I'm going to find dogs I like today. And this is a good time to jump on some dogs. So I'm dogging it up on – well, I didn't take the Nets today. I had the Nets yesterday. But listen, Baltimore, Tampa, let's go. Mets, I did not play the Mets today. I had the Mets yesterday, cashed with the Mets. I'm happy about that one. But now it's different because it's like, all right, where are the Mets going? Carrasco's going to give up some runs. I wanted to take the over today in the Met game. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I should just jump on this over 8.5. But you just don't know the Mets are just playing through the last 2 days. Braves can just give everybody a rest now, right? They're locked in. 18 plays in college football. Some days you love the card. Some days you don't. I've said this. There's been times we've come in here baseball days, and here it is the second day to the end of the season, and I have 7 games bet baseball. And again, I just gave you my rundown of baseball, 9 games under, and a lot of dogs and money lines, or run lines, I should say. But there's been days we've come in here, and I'm like, I don't like anything. And there's like 8 games, and there's 2 free picks coming up because if you don't like it, don't play it. I said this the other day. We're talking about Jags and Cincy. If you don't like the game, you don't got to bet it, folks. Don't got to bet it. I know people like to bet. I like to bet. I consider myself a person who likes to bet first, and I consider myself the top guy. Good morning, Miss Cobbs. How are you today? Like Georgia too. Yeah, I mean Georgia. Let's go back. We can go back to my preview shows. I said Georgia national champs plus 800 right there, 8-1. Let's get them. Do some money down on them. Wonderful. I thought they'd win the SEC. And I did say we'll take under win total then, right? It was 10.5, which meant they had to win out. And they had Clemson up first, and they're going to play Alabama. Two tough teams. But they're still probably the best defensive team in the country, arguably. I'd go out and say that. I like Kirby Smart. Sometimes he makes some bonehead plays, but this one, I think they're going to run all over these guys. I think Arkansas was unranked, and now they're ranked 8th. And I'm not a huge – listen, I see those numbers. I'm going the other way. Like, especially we'll talk about college basketball month. When I see those ranked teams and people loving ranked teams getting points on the road, boy, give me those away teams or the home dogs that are unranked, baby. Gracious coming in. Arizona State, UCLA over to 56.5. I like Euclid today, so put some points on the board, UCLA. Let's go. Cincy, Notre Dame. I'm not laying with Cincy. This line was Notre Dame -1. We came on the show whenever it was last week. This game opened up. Everybody's betting Cincy. I'm not on it. Give me Notre Dame. Give me Irish money line. Ole Miss. No, don't like it. I like Rutgers too. I like Rutgers also. I've had Rutgers plus 15. This is another one I talked about on the show yesterday when we were doing Football Friday. I don't know if I saw that sheet of paper in front of me. Here we go. Last year, Ohio State, 37.5-point fave. 52, 34.5, 28, 39. Those are the last 5 years. 37.5, 52, 34.5, 28, and 39. It's 15. You're Rutgers. Now, you could look at that and say, you know what? I'm getting value on Ohio State. They should be a 20-point fave. I'm not. Hey, and that's what we saying the same thing yesterday when I took Maryland. Why is that line? It is what it is. And it lost. Doesn't mean it's going to win if you think the line's fishy. Georgia Tech, Pitt over to 58. It should get there, Gracious. Pitt is a team that is never consistent. They score. This game could be 44-40 like their other games. Best MLB picks today. Tampa in the under. Tampa for sure. Yanks to choke it out. I like over San Francisco 8 would be one of my favorite ones. And I'm going to grab Boston on the run line. I mean, there's some I can give you, Erica. I just can't. Yesterday, again, I had 9 games. My initial games would have went 3-2. I had Mets, Baltimore, Seattle run line, Dodgers run line, and San Fran -130. And another place I got them at +105. But basically, a 3-2 day. I added in Tampa in the under, and Miami run line I found at +165, and then Nats +175. So in this spot, there's not just one baseball because I'm just at this point I'm firing on like value, like the Seattle game. Like I want to. There's 2 ways to look at this. You think the team's going to win, or you think the team's going to lose, right? If you think all the teams are going to win, you're going to be laying a lot of juice. So I come in with my run lines. On the flip side of that, if you come in taking the dogs, if you take the Angels today, the Brewers today, the Padres today, and along with, who else is supposed to lose? Like Baltimore, Tampa, the Nationals. You can come in and go that route. I just can't give you one on a day like this because there's not one. There's not one I'd say I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket in one baseball game today. It's just too crazy. There's 2 games left in the season, and you have 4 teams trying to win in the American League. So you either got to go all one way or all the other. For me, the way I've been all year, I'm on my things. For you want to do? I'd say just take 4 or 5 dogs today. Maybe you go 4-1. 3-2. 2 and 3. You might make money. About to cash KC futures ticket. Are they going to get they're going to get over at 74.5? I know we had it, right? It was 73.5, 74.5. Let's see. Oh, I got my write-ups. I already cashed it. I had 72.5 there, Chris. That's a winner. Angels over 83.5. Didn't get there. Baltimore under 64.5. That is a winner. Tampa over 85.5 is a winner. Yankees under 95.5 winner. 95. I said this beginning of the Yankees. Like, who's their pitching staff to get there? Atlanta over 91. That is a loser. Cincy over 82.5. These guys. Can I get a win out of these guys in the next 2 days? Milwaukee over 82, easy win. Nationals over 84, loser. Miami under 70.5. We got there. So what do we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 3 with Cincy pending. But the best part about my show when we did the baseball, folks, I told you to take Ohtani, was plus 3,000 for MVP. How'd that work out for everybody? Said take him and Trout. I don't know. Go back to the videotape, pull it up. And in National League, we said Soto, Acuna, Seager, Lindor, and DeGrom. Now, DeGrom was looking good for a month till he got hurt. Soto might still pull it out. Cy Young's, we said Cole, Glassdown, and Montes in the American League, DeGrom, Buehler, and Woodruff in the National League. Not terrible. Not terrible. All of my RBIs, I said Freddie Freeman and Muncy. Hits, I said Lindor and Bichette. Home runs, Springer, Hernandez, Fremel, Reyes, Muncy, and Bryce to lead the league in homers. Didn't get there. AL East, Toronto, and the Rays I picked. So we got the Rays in there. Central, I went with Cleveland. West, I went with the Angels. National League East, I went with the Nats, Mets, and Braves. So, that was basically a break-even one for me there. And we had the Brewers big in the Central, nothing in the West, because I'm like, we're not doing the Dodgers or the Padres there. Sort of, I didn't think the Giants were going to be good. I'll tell you there. I didn't think the Giants were going to be good. But World Series, we got Dodgers and Atlanta locked up in World Series futures. I don't know. At least we got Tampa and the White Sox in the AL pennant, so hopefully we'll make something there. I like 30 plays. I have to eliminate 12. No more baseball for me to the playoffs. I think I can make some money in baseball, and I did yesterday. I'm happy. Yeah, I said we're going to chip down my totals in baseball, and again, baseball's hitting 58, 59% with favorites, and I'm 9 games under. That's a win, folks. That's a win. Good morning, Miss Tony from your bow. Stimmy. Royals money line today. Let's go, KC. Get it done. Yanks first Rays, first 5 under 4.5. I'm with you. I got under the game. Rangers, Indians, first 5 over the 4. Mackenzie and Lyles, I can do that. I can do it. Tim Earl, good morning, my friend. How are you? King D is in the house. Betting 4 big dogs on MLB today. In NCAA football, you got BC, Rutgers, Arkansas, and Ole Miss. Okay. Well, I'll be shocked today if any of those, you go 2-2 here, you're making money. You go 1-3, you're breaking even. App State. Everybody's on Appalachian State. Everybody's like an App State. Cincy money line. Mr. Reyes, how are you today? Loke, where were you? You didn't come in for the tournament for the contest on Thursday. Another King D lock. Kershaw under K's. Got there. I didn't even know get the box score. Phillies team total over to 4.5 against. Is that my guy? Was already pitching today? Could be. I thought, and that's what I said yesterday. It was in the show. I ended up after the show betting on the Mariners, the Marlins, and taking Miami. I'm like, I said, Philly's either going to mail this puppy in after getting swept, and they're like, whatever, it's over, or they'll come down to Miami and sweep Miami and be like, yeah, we ended the year. Look at that. We had a nice season with, hold on, let me go to the standings here. We're going to come in nice. We finished second place. We had 84 wins end the year. That's just total Philly right there. We're going to come in and sweep Miami after getting our heart ripped out in Atlanta. Bearcats over Notre Dame. I'm on the other side of that. And it'll be regular season amazing. I'm up over 60 units this year. I'm not. I'm struggling to get even. Well, actually, I'm down a little bit on the site-wise, but I have managed to make a little bit of a profit there in baseball. Just because I jumped in on a couple first 5s and stuff like that and some just random stuff like that. Georgia Tech, pitch you up and down. Yes, definitely up and down. Well, hey, listen, you better get here on Thursdays. Luke, come on. What are you doing? Lock it in with King D. Here we go. Shane Bez under the case. I like it. The Yanks need to win. Oh, you like his under case? You think the Yanks will win today? King D does not mean they need to win, but I'll tell you what, I'll take Tampa again today. I had Tampa in the under yesterday. I will take Tampa in the under again today to get it done with Tampa Bay. We throw the Tuesday teaser up in the regular scroll so people see it. We did this Tuesday, the Tuesday teaser show. We give it an NFL and college football one out. Last week, our Tuesday teaser won in college football. And this week last week we kind of teased them down to like a low number. This week we're going to tease it up. We go a lot of different ways with the teasers, right? I can throw out a bunch. Maybe, people like them. So maybe we'll throw out a bunch next week. Maybe we'll just call it the Tuesday teaser show, right? Because we have MLB's done. We just have playoffs. So we can just do a Tuesday teaser show. So I'll throw out multiple teasers in across the board here for everybody. Because I'm a huge teaser guy, but the average fan just wants to bet. So we can throw up the Tuesday teaser. That's what we'll do. King Geese coming in. Illinois versus Charlotte over to 53.5. They should get there, right? I mean, where's this line at? You know what? Oh, this line's come down a few points. Maybe the under is the play here. I don't know. Not a game I looked at. I'm just looking at the opening number to where it's at now. King D. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna take the under in this game. I'm taking the under, and folks, new folks in it, you're gonna hear like sharp money and stuff like this, and Wise Guy kind of plays. This is a game here. The totals come down. Now, who's betting? Is it this is the kind of stuff if you want to make money. I'm not going to say be a pro because, folks, you're not pros. You're never going to be pros. Maybe a point primary percent of you are looking to do that, right? You're just kind of betting. You come out of work, you want to bet games. This line moved. Is it because they like it and they're pounding it down? Like the other night. Well, yesterday, BYU, that total moved 10 points. It was never close to going over. Everybody just kept jumping on. This game's come down 2 points. Is this a game where it's just a head fake kind of game with Charlotte and the Illini? I mean, I didn't do any research on this game. I'm pulling this up on the fly as I'm looking at it. I'm going to go look at just to see how they've been on the year. I mean, I had Illinois twice this year. I took them opening day against Nebraska, and I faded them against San Antonio. Have not looked at them since. Illinois defense gives up a ton of yardage. Mid-Tennessee, 42. Georgia State, they put up a 9. 38 against Gardner-Webb, doesn't count. Duke, 31-28. Illinois, Purdue, 13-9. 2017, 20. Like, is this a game I want to go over with? Because Nebraska, we got lucky in that Nebraska game with the cover there. San Antonio, again, play down to San Antonio. We had San Antonio playing up. Big win there. I don't see where Illinois is going to score a bunch of points here. I'm going to think under. I guess it's right on the number because you see 31-28 at Duke, and then you see 30-22 in 2017 because they're not as good as Maryland. Charlotte isn't. Again, I'm going to lean on the under there. I'm not going to jump in on that. But that's where I'm leaning on that one. Michigan total seems too low. Let me pull it up here since I'm in Big Ten country. 43.5. Not particularly. I don't think it's too low. I mean, you needed a lot of craziness in that Wisconsin game to get over. I mean, these guys have gone over the head, though, recently. I mean, last year, 49-11, 35-14. These games are blowouts. They've been blowouts. Michigan, 10 points. I mean, Rutgers, 13. Northern Illinois, 10. Washington, 10. Western 14. So I mean, is the defense for real for the Wolverines? Seems a little low, but uh, what have you seen from them? You think low? I think Wisconsin's got some. They're not running the ball like they do. Michigan defense looks like it's good, right? Listen, Michigan's got talent. They just can't win games. Iowa State versus Kansas under the 57.5. I can see that because I don't think Kansas is scoring there. Best over is what? Baseball or what sport are we talking about here, Erica? Let me know. Any locks? Yeah, we got a human lock. Here we go. This is your this is the lock of the day here, Mr. Earl. A money line round robin route. There you go. Round robin route. I'm gonna put this in the down on the free pick side of things here, Mike, for the content for record keeping. Ole Miss, BC, Western. The old round robin route. So you know, folks, here we only need like this the game to win here. We can easily two. I think easily two of these win. Two of these win, and you're making big bank on a Saturday. Yeah, Kansas is terrible. This team. I mean, remember when Kansas was good. I'll tell you. I remember when Kansas was good because I was doing a college football show on Kansas radio for Kansas university, and back in like the Chase Graham days of Missouri, but Kansas was good, and I couldn't give a pick on Kansas because it was a campus radio station. Right, I try. Okay, I try. Erica, though, what totals do you need? Football or? Let me pull out my college book. I'm not ashamed to have my little books. That's the way I roll, people. I do screenshots and Excel. I got a book and a pen. Never run out of pens. If you look at total, so what do we got today? I got over Bama 76.5. Oh, we got 12. Oh, it's 12 o'clock already. Holy cow. TCU, I got the over 65. Georgia Tech over to 57.5. You want to get down on those two. But it's game time. That's it. Blow the whistle. We're out of here. Thanks for coming in. Football Sunday tomorrow. NFL Sunday. I'll see everybody tomorrow. We'll have a good day. Good luck, everybody. I will see you all on Sunday, October 3rd. Good luck. Bye-bye.